Dad, do you believe in coincidences?
When I won 10,000 crowns on the lottery, my ticket was pulled out of thousands of other tickets. It was sheer luck, not coincidence.
But have you forgotten we found a 4-leaf clover that day?
Well...
And if you hadn't won the money, we might not have been able to afford this trip to Athens. Was it just a coincidence that Grandma traveled to Crete and saw Mama in the fashion magazine? If she hadn't, we would never have known where to look for her.
You're not talking about coincidences. You're asking me whether I believe in fate. And the answer is no.
But I don't think you can call it a coincidence that I was born.
1349.
The Black Death?
Yes. Half of Norway's population was wiped out during the Great Plague. You had thousands of ancestors at the time. You have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, and so on. If you work that back to 1349, that's a lot. Whole families died back then, and children were hit the worst. A lot of your ancestors were children at the time, but none of them kicked the bucket.
How can you be so sure?
Because here you are, looking out over the Adriatic. The chances of one single ancestor of yours not dying while growing up is 1 in several billion. Because it isn't just about the Black Death, you know. All your ancestors have grown up and had children, even during the worst disasters. In a way, you have been a millimeter from death billions of times, Hans Thomas. If Grandpa had been shot during the occupation, then neither you nor I would have been born. Do you see?
I think so.
I am talking about one long chain of coincidences. In fact, that chain goes all the way back to the first living cell, which divided in 2, and from there gave birth to everything growing and sprouting on this planet today. The chances of that chain not being broken at one time or another during 3 or 4 billion years, it's so little it's almost inconceivable. But I have pulled through. Damn right! And in return, I appreciate how fantastically lucky I am to be able to experience this planet with you. Your life has been threatened by insects, wild animals, meteorites, lightning, sickness, wars, floods, and shipwrecks. In the Great Battle of Stiklestad alone, you were injured hundreds of times. Because you had ancestors on both sides of the fight. Yes, really, you were fighting against yourself and your chances of being born 1,000 years later. But here you are, talking to me, Hans Thomas. Do you see? You are the winning lottery ticket. 1 chance in a million. Life is a lottery, and only the winning tickets are visible. What a miracle it is to be alive.